Hello everyone and welcome to Bumblebee Books. Today we celebrate 1 month since I started the channel. Happy first month! Have you watched the first video I made? It's called Simon's Sock. Check it out on the channel. And as December's fast approaching, I'm feeling very Christmassy, so I'm going to read When Elves Took Christmas Back, written by Daniel Williamson and illustrated by Cleverton Monteiro. Are you ready? Let's check it out! When the snow starts to fall at the end of the year, we all know Christmas is coming. Santa's workshop comes alive, working elves whistling and humming. Every year they all know the drill. Each elf has a special task, so why would the elves take Christmas back? I'm ever so glad you asked. The elves got busier every year, built huge machines to make toys, trying to keep up with all the demands of good little girls and boys. But the night before this Christmas Eve, Elf Tilly got such a shock. She found a secret hidden door chained up with a giant lock. She took a hairpin from under her hat and used it as a pick. She wiggled and twisted the pin until she heard the lock go click. She took a torch from off the wall and tiptoed down and through. She simply couldn't believe her eyes. She saw not one list but two. Tilly needed a closer look. She pulled them off the shelves. A true list just for Santa's eyes and a fake list for the elves. The first list told a terrible truth. How could you, Santa Claus? Naughty list children were getting gifts, completely against elf laws. When Santa Claus went up to his room, the elves all gathered round. Tilly made a big announcement and told them what she'd found. Head elf Timian called a meeting while Santa Claus was sleeping. They stood around the singing snowball and together they started peeping. The children on Earth were ever so rude, talking back to their mums and dads, ignoring them whilst playing games on computers, phones and pads, leaving their clothes all over the floor, teasing their sisters and brothers, taking biscuits from the tin, not sharing their toys with others. "You think that's bad? Look at this," said Webb. "It's happened without us knowing. The children on the naughty list, every year it's been growing and growing."
"So what's the real number? How many good? We need to know," said Jeff.
"That is just it. I can't believe it. There is only 900 left."
"Only 900?
The elves said together. Their jaws all dropped to the floor. "But what about Santa? He always wants toys. Keeps asking for more and more. He's clearly gone soft and forgotten our laws. No more loading his sack. It's time for us to take a stand. We are taking Christmas back." The elves snuck into Santa's room, barely making a sound. They tied up Santa and Mrs. Clown with tinsel all around. Santa woke up all red in the face.
"What is the meaning of this?"
"The game is up, dear Santa Claus. We found your other list." The elves went out to the reindeer's barn and brought them all in from the cold. They all sat round the big log fire, ate cookies and chocolates in gold. When the sun came up on Christmas Eve, the elves had a brand new plan. They split up into different groups and off they quickly ran. Some took presents out of the sack. Some polished up the sleigh. The others brushed the reindeer's hides and fed them carrots and hay. At 6 p.m. the clock did chime. "Action stations, everyone!" They pushed the sleigh up onto the ramp.
"This is going to be so much fun!"
Timian sprinkled the magic dust on the reindeer's antlers and feet. 1, 2, 3, and they whooshed outside into the snow and sleet. One by one, they delivered presents to good little girls and boys, to orphans and the poorest children who never get any toys. Using elf magic, they added some sparkle. A fairy atop a new tree, bubbles and glitter and candy cane too. Exactly how Christmas should be. With so few to visit, they made it back quick. They parked up Santa's sleigh. And with sunrise approaching oh so fast, they prepared for Christmas Day. But what about the naughty children whose day had started dawning? Things turned out very different for them on this frosty Christmas morning. They ran downstairs, jumping with joy, their hearts all filled with glee. But not one Christmas stocking was filled, and no presents under the tree. As more woke up, the tears were flowing. Every child on the naughty list said, "I'm sure we warned you this would happen if your behavior got too bad." Children being rude to their parents, Santa doesn't want to hear. To get on the good list, you need to be good. Still, better luck next year. And so it seemed the children would learn that Christmas will be missed unless they try much harder to stay off the naughty list. But what about the rest of the toys? They were not wasted, no way. They got to go to those who never get to enjoy this day. The reindeer and the elves alike made the workshop look so arty. They turned the music up and had a great big Christmas party. So, how about that? Naughty children missing out on Christmas? Surely you are on the good list though. I hope you liked the story. Please subscribe to the channel and give us a thumbs up. Now how about you listen to it in another language? Did you know that learning a language can be as easy as listening to a story? Head over to my channel or ask your mom or dad to help you get there and listen to When the Elves Took Christmas Back in Spanish. Can you try to hear the word Navidad? Christmas in Spanish is Navidad. Check out this image for a few words and try to listen to them in the story. Christmas in Spanish is Navidad. Snow in Spanish is nieve. Toy in Spanish is juguete. Father Christmas is Papá Noel. Gifts is regalos. Clothes is ropa. Cold in Spanish is frío. Fairy is hada. And party in Spanish is fiesta. See you next time for another fun book. Bye bye for now.